Today I messed up by destroying the entirety of my family for only $99. I've always been curious about DNA testing, so my dad and I decided to give it a try. We both purchased testing kits from 23andMe and eagerly awaited our results. A few days later, I received my results and started exploring the DNA relatives section to check out my matches. As I scrolled down, I noticed something that didn't make sense. The top match listed my dad as only sharing 29.2% DNA with me and predicted him to be my half-brother. This couldn't be possible, as we share a paternal haplogroup and look alike. We even took the test together to compare results. To confirm, I checked my cousin's test results, who had taken the test a while back. She was predicted to be my half-sibling, sharing only 24.6% of DNA with me when we were supposed to share around 12%, being first cousins. I couldn't wrap my head around the genetic relationship that would explain what I was seeing. Doubts in the accuracy of the percentages prompted me to make a post online, asking for help. The response I received from the community was shocking. The shared percentages were accurate and highly unlikely to be false. The only plausible explanation for what I was seeing was that my uncle, my cousin's father and my dad's brother, is my father. The realization hit me like a ton of bricks, leaving me feeling lost and angry. Without thinking, I rushed out of my room and confronted my mother downstairs. My mom, who is usually away on business trips, had no idea my dad and I had done one of these tests. I asked her bluntly if she had cheated on my dad with Uncle David. Her response was a shaky denial, but I told her everything about the test results, DNA matches, and percentages. It was like watching a train wreck happen before my eyes. My mom fell to the ground, begging me not to tell my dad. Feeling overwhelmed, I went back to my room and called my cousin to tell her everything. She screamed in disbelief, and I felt like I had opened Pandora's box. My dad, who was now my uncle, came home and asked what was going on with my mom. I explained everything to him as well, and he remained silent after calming down. He eventually left the room, and I locked the door behind me. What happened next was utter chaos. I could hear my family falling apart outside my door. My parents were arguing, my grandparents rushed over, and my aunt-in-law and Uncle David showed up. I could even hear my dad and uncle getting into a physical fight. I felt like it was all my fault. If only I hadn't spent my birthday money on the DNA test, none of this would have happened. But at the same time, I was glad to know the truth. I was too scared to leave my room and didn't know what the outcome would be. All I could hear were the occasional sobs from my mother and the silence of my dad's absence.